Now we are going to move on to our next segment in which we talk about the origin episode takeaway. We covered the origins of football in Argentina. Do check out that video over here. So what should India learn from Argentina? What was maybe one takeaway from exploring their origins? Again, what we might talk about would not be only specific to Argentina. We might observe the same fact in some other footballing nation and vice versa. But for the sake of this series of videos, we are going to consider the following as the only takeaway from Argentina. And our takeaway is, it's not a one-trick pony. Let me expand on that to make it more comprehensible. Argentina is of course obsessed with football as we are with cricket in India, but it's not the only thing they got going for them. They are pretty good at other sports too. If we talk about team sports, they have a good rugby team which invariably finds itself more often than not in the quarterfinals of the Rugby World Cup. They have got a great hockey team which is winning them Olympic medals now. Since the end of World War II, they have won on average 3 medals every Olympic Games. And I'm not talking about a bunch of Olympic medals in the last 3 Olympic Games as India did. They have consistently won 3 medals every time. 6 years ago, they won a Davis Cup, which is again a collective effort. They have had Grand Slam champions in the past too. They are good in basketball. So what we're trying to say is that they're obsessed with football, yes, and they're pretty good at playing football too. But there are other avenues too in which you can make a name for yourself in sports in Argentina, which for India, I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but cricket is not everything. Even I love cricket, it is a passion for me too. But as a country, we need to be a bit rational going forward. We will briefly give you some statistics about football in Argentina, which we didn't speak about in the origin episode. Today, Argentina, it has over 3,000 clubs spread across the country. It has 330,000 registered licensed players, slightly below 1% of its total population, which plays football in some capacity, that is amateur, semi-professional or professional. However, if we take into account the non-registered players, it is estimated that Argentina has about 2.6 million soccer players, accounting for more than 5% of the entire population. Now, if we were to have the same proportion of people playing football in India, we'll need a total of 70 million, that is 7 crores. So here is our first takeaway that goes on the board from one Football Origins episode so far. Plenty more to follow. So that wraps this segment. Let us know in the comments below of what you thought of this episode. We are going to talk about our football history of other nations, do some introspection along the way as a footballing nation, and most importantly, what India can do to get our time in the sun at the biggest sporting event of them all.